Spoilers for the first 6 episodes of Dispatch. There is a traitor among us. At least, I'm pretty sure. It was really suspicious that we found the location of the Astral Pulse, only for it to get raided by Shroud and his goons within hours. I think someone at the SDN is a traitor, and I think I know who it is. First up, hi, I'm Scully, your big bro, and today we are trying to figure out who the traitor is in Dispatch. Dispatch is a superhero Telltale-like, where you play Robert Robertson, also known as Mecha Man, also known as unemployed at the start of the game. He's offered a job by the exceptionally attractive Blonde Blazer to work at SDN, a company that dispatches superheroes to take care of various problems. Our boy Robert accepts because, hey, they also offer to fix up his sweet-ass mech suit. We start working at SDN, and we are put in charge of the Phoenix program, which is where ex-villains are given the opportunity to make a fresh start as superheroes. Our team consists of Flambe, who controls fire and is machismo incarnate. Invisigal, she can turn invisible by holding her breath, which kinda sucks because she also has asthma. Prism, who controls light and totally bots her TikTok followers. Punch Up, strong dude, but he's short. Ridiculously short. Malova, I want to kiss her so bad. I mean, she is basically magic from Marvel. Think portals and a big sword. Golem, he's a big rock man. Prob's the chillest person on the team. Coop? Ex-assassin, she vomited on us. Sonar, Batman, no for real, he's Man-Bat. Waterboy, who's a socially awkward dude who's perpetually moist and whose power is spitting up lots of water. Alternatively, you can have Phenomenon. He's a socially awkward alien man who's basically has the powers of Omni-Man and the personality of Martian Man. They take a while to warm up to us, but over the course of the game, they go from hating our guts to low-key being chill with us. Other people of interest are Royd. He's the tech specialist in charge of fixing up our mech and certified bro. Chase, he's an old family friend. Despite his looks, he should barely be in his 40s. And Beef, our dog. He's a good boy. Or is he? In this essay, I will explain that not only is Beef a shapeshifter hell-bent on ruining our lives, but he is also... Nah, it's not our dog. Unfortunately, our boy Royd can't figure out how to power the suit, as the old power source, the Astral Pulse, is almost impossible to replicate. That all being said, it's still out there, and together with our Z team, we figure out the location and make plans to raid it tomorrow. Fortunately, our arch nemesis, Shroud, also somehow found the location and is raiding it tonight. That brings us to the crux of our video. Now, it might be possible that Shroud figured it out through his connections, or someone on the Z team leaked it. Like with any good whodunit, we need to start by ruling out the most unlikely characters. Golem, Royd, Malvola. You may exit the suspect list. You three are just chill. Now let's look at the next 2 least likely suspects. Waterboy is just happy to be around. He's a goofy hero. He has no real motive to spite us. For those reasons, I think he's pretty easy to rule out. Phenomenon, God, I cannot say his name, has more reason to not vibe with us because in my playthrough, we did in fact get it on with Blonde Blazer, which is his ex. But I don't know, man. His reactions to things are so much more alien. I think he would sooner chuck us into the sun than leak information to a villain like Shroud. Punch Up is next. I really struggle to see this one too. Mostly because dude's beneath my eyeline, but also because he doesn't really have much motive as well. Maybe he has some old connections to Shroud from his villain days, but he was also pretty chill with Mecha Man from the start, and his jeers and japes weren't nearly as vicious as, say, that of Prism or Invisigal. For all those reasons, I feel confident in ruling him out. Speaking of Invisigal, I feel very comfortable ruling her out thanks to the ending of episode 6. She would be playing like 5D chess, and quite frankly, I don't think she's capable of that. Now, Prism is interesting because I also think she lacks real motive, besides maybe getting into the good graces of Shroud or maybe some cash. However, she's also a wildly successful influencer and fiercely independent. I think her motives are shaky at best. Flambe. Now this one is interesting. We have beef with Flambe. He's fought with us before as Mecha Man. We chipped his tooth, cut off his fingers, and threw spaghetti at him. I definitely think he has the motive, especially after we revealed our identity to him. He has motive, abilities, and rage. But I don't know, man. I don't really think he's the traitor. I think out of everyone, he's more likely to just kill us where we stand. He doesn't strike me as the kind of character to go cry to another supervillain, which brings me to the next big reason why it can't be Flambe. He was late to the party, which means that he wasn't there when we discovered the secret location. So he doesn't have the right info in the first place to even be the traitor. Now, finally, we have the last character working at SDN, Blonde Blazer. Now, this one would suck for me in particular because she reminds me of my actual wife. What if she was working against us from the start? What if she was in Shroud's pocket from the very beginning? The Astral Pulse went missing after Mech-Man's defeat in the first episode of the game, and since then, both the SDN and Shroud have been looking for it. But what if Shroud hired Blazer to hire Robert, knowing that Robert would try to find the missing power source, and all he would have to do is wait for Robert to lead him right to it. Blazer, acting as his boss, would get status reports on the regular and would have up-to-date info on the mech suit, all of which would be reported to her true boss. She was at the party after all, and she pushed for us to wait until tomorrow to raid the warehouse. What if she did all that in order to leave the party and inform Shroud of the location of the Astral Pulse? Out of everyone working at the SDN, I think she is the most likely to be the traitor. Well, that's it, right? Well, there is two other people. There is a member of the Z team who doesn't work for SDN, at least not anymore. Depending on your choices in an earlier episode, Robert chooses to kick off one of the members of the Z team. In my playthrough, it was Sonar, but for others, it was Coupe. Both of these characters would have sufficient motive to betray the team, and Sonar even told Robert he would regret this. Both these characters also have the ability to fly, perfect for eavesdropping in on a party on the upper floors of an apartment building. They have the means, they have the motive, and it would be cool to see the character you let go seek revenge. Everything is lining up. For that reason, I think that the most likely character to be the traitor is whoever you fired. So it's either Coop or Sonar. I see you, and I know what you've done. That, or it was beef. Thank you all for watching the video. I've been Scully Sinful, your big bro. Want to see if I was right? I'll be streaming my blind reaction to the Dispatch finale this Thursday, November 13th at 6 p.m. MST. If you had fun with the video, feel free to drop a like. If you thought it was neato, feel free to subscribe. I'll be seeing you guys real soon. Goodbye!